Shirley, this soda ain't sweet enough.
Oh? Yeah, it is.
Hey, Shirley, you coming to Betty's party?
Yeah, I think so.
You want me to get you a lift?
All right.
Good. There'll be a tow truck in front of your house at 7.
Shirley Ann Hemphill was born on July 1, 1947, in Asheville, North Carolina. As a child, she was known for her sense of humor and outgoing personality, and would often entertain her family and friends with her storytelling and witticism. She graduated from Stevens Lee High School in 1965, where she was a talented student but struggled with her weight, which would later become a source of humor in her stand-up routines.
Let me pull back this stand, because I do have a tendency to spit, and I don't want to miss anybody. Yes, he did say I was on TV, which was nice. And I know a lot of y'all sitting out there and you're thinking, wait a minute, is she fat or is that makeup?
Despite these challenges, Shirley developed a love for comedy early on and pursued these interests throughout her entire life. After high school, she attended Morristown College, a 2-year institution of higher education located in Hamblin County, Tennessee, and graduated in 1967. She then returned to Asheville and gained full-time employment at the American Enka Company, a rayon fiber manufacturer. In the early 70s, Shirley recorded some of her best routines on a borrowed tape recorder and sent the cassette to comedian Flip Wilson, who then hosted his own variety show that aired from 1970 to 1974. The show featured a mix of comedy sketches, musical performances, and guest appearances from celebrities of that era. It was groundbreaking for its time and remains an important part of television history, as it was the first to feature a black host in a primetime slot. Flip was impressed with Shirley's jokes and punchlines, and in turn sent her a brand new tape recorder and invited her to tour the set of his show. After the visit, Shirley returned to her job in Asheville with the determination of becoming a comedy star, and as soon as she saved up enough money, she traveled to Los Angeles by Greyhound bus to pursue her dreams. She worked as a waitress during the day and gigged unpaid stand-up at night. In 1976, while Shirley was performing at the Comedy Store in West Hollywood, California, she caught the attention of television screenwriter and producer Norman Lear, who was looking for new talent for his sitcom What's Happening. She scored the part and was cast as the sassy waitress Shirley Wilson, a role that was originally given to Mabel King, but after Shirley's impressive audition, Mabel was moved into the character that portrays Roger and Dee's mom.
Yeah,
Shirley, what's the problem around here?
The problem is I'm doing everything. Serving, cleaning, cooking. I am a one-woman restaurant.
You are a chain of restaurants.
Don't mess me today, rerun. I don't have time for you.
What's Happening aired on ABC from 1976 to 1979 and followed the lives of 3 teenagers, Raj, Rerun, and Dwayne, while growing up in an inner city. Although the show was an instant hit from the network, it was beset with behind-the-scenes problems and only lasted for 3 seasons. It remains a beloved classic in television chronology. During Shirley's time on What's Happening, Norman Lear also cast her in guest roles on his other popular sitcoms. She appeared on an episode of All's Fair as a female gang leader who has been branded the street name Big O.
Hiya, Charlie. The Big O is here.
That same year, she also popped up on Good Times in an episode where the Evans family and Walona buy lottery tickets in hopes to win a large sum of money. They are excited when JJ's ticket prevails and he wins $2,500. Word spreads throughout the neighborhood, and Thelma's tutoring student and her sister visit the Evans home demanding the money by gunpoint.
Do you always have to call me stupid?
Sorry, dummy.
Don't call me dummy either. Just because I never went to school don't mean I'm dumb.
And I can't believe you're really doing this.
But you're just kids.
Well, we grow up fast around here, Mama.
Yeah, everything I know I learned from Edna, didn't I?
Following the cancellation of What's Happening, Shirley was offered the starring role in her own sitcom, 1 in a Million. She portrayed Shirley Simmons, a taxi driver who inherits a fortune from one of her regular customers. The series failed to attract a sufficient audience and was canceled 6 months later. Shirley spent most of the early 80s working in nightclubs around the country and making occasional guest appearances on TV. In 1982, she was seen on the Love Boat as a nurse that came on board the ship to give the crew members physical examinations.
Dr. Brinkley?
Hi.
Colleen Glover, reporting for sea duty.
Colleen Glover. You must be the nurse the line said they were sending.
That's me, Colleen Glover, registered nurse. Half thermometer will travel.
In 1983, she guest starred on Trapper John M.D. as Lacey, a woman who was admitted to the hospital to undergo weight loss surgery.
So, how was lunch?
Fine. What is this?
Soy burger. That is the most glorious part of a 500-calorie gourmet diet. You'll learn to love it.
Oh, I'm already a fan.
I think we're first up to bat tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, Dr. Miss
Metzenbaum.
Yeah, he spoke to me all about it. Isn't it great? Oh, I'm finally gonna get stapled.
And in 1984, she played a shopkeeper on Pryor's Place, a live-action children's series starring Richard Pryor that was broadcast on Saturday mornings, created to imitate the success of Sesame Street. During these years, Shirley was diagnosed with diabetes and high blood pressure and was given advice from her doctor to lose weight, exercise, and make healthier food choices. But she often disregarded those suggestions for reasons that were never disclosed. In 1985, she reprised her role as Shirley Wilson on What's Happening Now, a sequel to What's Happening that focuses on the main characters as adults. Like its predecessor, What's Happening Now only aired for 3 seasons. After its cancellation, Shirley returned to stand-up comedy and also made appearances in films and a number of 90s sitcoms including Martin, The Wayans Brothers, and The Sinbad Show.
D up on somebody. Don't let him go to the hole. D up. Hey!
Oh, no, that's a block on 23 blue. One shot.
A block? Boy, knocked him down like you trying to get some chicken.
No. Excuse me. I will call them like I see them.
We need to call somebody else and look somewhere else, too.
Hi, I'm Coco Frost.
What's happening?
Nice to meet you, Coco. So how long have you and Sean known each other?
Oh, we go way back. Ain't that right, Shirley?
Hi.
Not that far back.
So, butterscotch, do you want to dance, huh? Or should we head straight for the bedroom so I can give you the massage of your life?
In 1993, she made her first film debut in the movie CB4, starring Chris Rock, and 3 years later, she co-starred in her second film, Shoot the Moon. In December 1997, Shirley appeared on The Jenny Jones Show for a 70s sitcom stars reunion. By this time, she had been using a walker for several months, but refused to be seen with it in public. Her weight had taken a toll on her knees, and she now had chronic health complications from the diabetes, including kidney disease, heart concerns, and nerve damage in her feet. When she walked out on stage, her legs were unstable, and she had to hold onto the walls for support. But before she sat down, she danced to make the audience giggle, because no matter what, Shirley was dedicated to entertaining people, and she loved the sound of laughter.
She played Shirley on the hit show What's Happening, and that's all the introduction she needs. Welcome, Shirley Hemphill! Shirley, welcome to the show. God, what a hit.
On December 10, 1999, at 9:47 a.m., Shirley was found dead at the age of 52 in her home in West Covina, California. Her body was discovered by her gardener, who looked through her master bedroom window and saw her lying face down on the floor between the bed and an armchair. Apparently, this was normal, as he would peek through the window and wave to her on his workdays and find her sitting in the chair. Shirley lived alone and purposely avoided sharing her health issues with loved ones. Therefore, the people closest to her were unaware of how sick she really was. She was not a fan of taking pills or surgery, so she opted out of a lot of treatment for her ailments. As a consequence, there had been no improvement in her well-being for many years, and she was often in pain and uncomfortable. An autopsy determined that Shirley was dead for several days before she was found, and her body had started to decompose. She died of kidney failure, and her remains were later cremated. Shirley Hemphill brought joy and laughter to audiences around the world. From her early performances in comedy clubs to her breakthrough role on What's Happening, her impeccable comedic timing and ability to deliver side-splitting punchlines are unmatched. She was not only a talented comedian, but also a trailblazer in the industry, becoming one of the first black female comedians to gain mainstream success. Her laughter-inducing performances and genuine love for her craft continue to inspire comedians and entertainers today. We celebrate the joy Shirley brought into our lives and the imprint she left on the comedy world. Thanks for watching.